Okay. Oop. Life imitating art is the next one.
Okay.
Yep.
You know, you're just like one of my characters. You love evil. You don't run from it. You don't try to avoid it. You welcome it. You crave it. You invite the pain and you cherish the suffering. You dive right into the filth and you make no attempt to wash it off. And when you finally climb back out, it doesn't matter how bad it smells, how the stench and the taint cling to you. You just can't wait to dive back in. Like a dope fiend hankering for a fix, you don't want it to ever end. You need it. Your entire identity, your raison d'etre, is at stake. Think about it. Who would you be? What would you be without this? Without your precious war on evil, without your secret world, your sacred brotherhoods, your ranks and titles.
I said it.
You'd be just another rat stuck in the race with a dead-end job, living for a paycheck and the weekends. One long booze-soaked downhill slide towards the dark and cold grave. But you probably believe in what you do. Believe it's right, that it's good. You soak in it so others don't have to. You take one for the team. You bend over and spread your legs and let the darkness inside. And somehow you justify it all with utilitarian pragmatism. You're a bona fide American hero. Get the hell out of here. Go find an abyss to jump into. Go soak yourself in filth. Maybe it'll be different this time. Maybe you'll save them all. Maybe you'll finally find some goddamn peace. Some closure. You're just like every single character I've ever written. Fucked from page 1.
Fucked for page 1.
Jonah felt an acute and intense sense of dread slowly overcome him as he watched the savage coast beneath. From the monotonous shadows of the cold, flickering light from the old lighthouse, you could see them come from the sea, slimy and ancient beings of the most terrible nightmares, waking from their cold graves in the deep and slowly walking to the shore. The time had finally come, and Jonah started to laugh hysterically to himself. Fear and wonder, he thought, fascination or plain insanity. Then he ran out to greet his inevitable destiny. Kill Drog at the base of the land. Yep. Whee!
Whee!
I just jump off the cliff the first chance I get. Kill the spell Drog.
I broke my leg. Zombie Goliath count as a 2?
No.
Nope.
You're killing something unnecessarily.
Doesn't work either.
I like your little fire thing going on here. I got 9 of 10. Are you at 9 of 10?
Yep.
I don't think incubators count. Nah.
Nope.
Brood pods probably count. No, they don't. That's weird. Let's see. We killed them all.
Oh, here's a swell.
Is that swell?
Rude wait. What?
Find a rusty shipwreck. Went
Hey,
up this
cash.
way. Huh?
There was a cache back there that dropped.
Oh, okay. Examine the novel. Undead. Allison just ran, refusing to look back. It was like one of those dreams she used to have as a child when she was being chased. She would run and run, but the harder she ran, the slower she was going, until the beast would catch up and she would wake up screaming in a cold sweat. She could hear them now, catching up with her as she approached the cliffs. She stopped, heaving for breath, and finally turned around. There they were, and this was no dream. The dead had risen from their graves, and now they were out for blood. Allison was all alone. It was do or die. If she could only reach the old junkyard, she might be able to find a car and get out of here.
Kill zombies along the bluff.
Yep. Alright. Oh, your spell buddy came up to see ya.
Good for him.
Find a junkyard. Alright, this way. Wings!
God.
All I need now is to summon my little robot friend, and I will be fully annoying. The horror! The horror!
The Resident Evil.
Yeah.
God.
George glanced over at Elias and contemplated his misfortune. Would the world ever give him a break? He shook his head and felt like crying, just like him to run out of gas in the middle of nowhere. Just like her to not be amused. He stepped out of the car and looked around, hoping to find a miracle. It was getting dark, and the cold wind was sweeping through the damp forest. A loud click. Were they not alone? Other cars around them, rusty and broken down. A graveyard of cars. A loud click. An engine coughing to a start. A light from the old barn. He spun around as Eliza screamed. The barn, he thought they had to make it to the barn. Destroy the resident horror. Alright. That count for you for killing the resident horror?
Yep.
Alright, cool. Barn. You have friends.
Good for them. Lore.
Okay. Marked. In the shadow of the sparkling flame inside the old barn, he started the ritual. The virgin blood, the ancient symbol. He slowly started reciting the sacred text, careful to keep his rhythm even and his voice firm. Towards the end, he let his voice rise to a crescendo, closing his eyes and tilted his head back. Arms raised towards the realm of the old gods. Exhausted, he sank to his knees and looked up at his magnificent creations. It was his masterpiece, at last. Finally, he would keep his promise to his master. The old house on the bluff was marked. The trail of blood would never stop.
Huh.
Examine the rune on the barn door. Some of these are actually a little bit different. This is different, actually. Survive the barn attacks. Something's gonna be coming from the door, but at least we know where it's gonna be coming from. Whee! It just constantly explodes while it's out. Doesn't
Right.
it? Yeah.
Oh, it's because of the effect I got. That's right. When
What?
I hit over a certain heat level on the heat meter, it keeps going on until it runs out.
He's attacking you with a chainsaw, and I don't like it. Go to the abandoned house near the lighthouse. This guy, you know, I think there's some sort of story behind this house that's up here. Because it's creepy. But I don't know what the story is.
Right.
It's just a lot of general, this is spooky, isn't it, type of thing.
Extreme spook.
It's spook. Examine the draft for the hidden world. Oh, you have a lot of friends.
There we go.
The hidden world. You need my help?
Nah.
When all the dreams have been dreamed and all the whispers whispered, you're left with nothing but one thing. Everything is true, the living dead stalk the night, the flames of hell burn bright. There is no dream and the voices are not in your head. Only the chosen ones can deliver the world from this evil. Only the children of bees have the power to clean the filth and light the torch that will illuminate this hidden world. Oh, hi. Well, that's a thing. Interesting developments from such a poisonous pen, and yet, in our productive times, as the pulp novelist and cable talk show host who assumed the role of the soothsayer. I need not remind you of the regard in which I hold conspiracy novelists, but I believe Mr. Krieg truly does suffer for his questionable art. He cannot be responsible for the events accompanying his writer's retreat. He is another victim of them. And he was incorrect on at least one matter. It is not the taste of evil that drives you, it is the glimpse of good. Okay. What is it? Crime and punishment.
We may curse heaven for our fate, but hell is a device of our own construction. The Ebony Tower, #1 on the New York Times bestsellers list, 5 weeks running. We are the architects of our own destiny. There's no innocence, only ignorance. Nobody could ever accuse me of empathy, of genuinely caring for people. In fact, they'd probably say that Sam Krieg is a cold son of a bitch. And they'd be right. People don't interest me. The acts of people, now those are intrinsically interesting. Particularly the consequences of those actions. Cause and effect, crime and punishment. It's every book I ever wrote and sold 1 million copies of. So what did the good folk of Kingsmith do to deserve their fate? I tell you, they were evil. Kingsmith, Solomon County, pure evil, all of it. Like a modern-day Sodom and Gomorrah. Always was, from the moment the pilgrims stepped off the boat and set forth on these shores. There's a dark rot festering behind the flower print veil of the Labor Day barbecues, homecoming parades, and maple syrup. I should know. The deeper I dug, the darker the hole, the more I found. A goddamn abyss of foreshadowing. I've seen evidence of acts so cruel and demented, so twisted and sick, right out there, that people might confuse them for one of my books. And if you've read any of them, and I'm sure you have, you'd know that this place has blood on its hands, and plenty of crime to its name. I'm sure you know this one. Show a gun on the mantelpiece in the first act. Before the curtain goes down, it's going to blow someone's scrotum off. Upon the wicked shall fall a rain of fire and brimstone.
Uh-huh.
Yep. Look at this discard level. Letter. Let's see. Are you shitting me, Lucinda? Good for public relations, so I think you get off connecting me with these lunatic fans. I think you're hoping I'll kill someone. Wouldn't it be wonderful to bump sales and get rid of me in a most spectacular fashion? This fanatic you found is even more obsessed with the redhead in Tulsa. Sure, I got information out of him, but it took everything I had not to blow his balls off. And I bet I could have gotten away with it too, Your Honor. Look at the website this man has about me. Look at this picture I had to throw in the garbage. Notice the pathetic eyes begging me to end his miserable life. I would also like to submit into evidence this goddamn fucking town. I had to abandon my car at an intersection because the gravel road, with the stupidest sentimental name I have ever heard, became too narrow. Oh, and thank you for the GPS, Lucinda. It tried its utmost to steer me into fiery fucking death. Alright, so we go and find his car. Is what
Find
we
his
do.
abandoned fucking car.
Yeah. I know where it is. So I'll take us there. It's this car right up here that we've run past several times.
Yep.
And GPS.
Quick access inventory updated.
Your journey has been calculated. Please exit onto a mapped road.
Okay.
Continue eastbound for 200 yards and take the second exit. Prepare to turn right.
So, if you're listening to what the
Turn
GPS
right
is saying,
and follow the
you
road
actually
for
have to do the
500
reverse
yards.
of it. Starting at the end and then
Continue
going
to follow
backwards.
the road.
So, like, what you would normally do is write down all that she says
Prepare
and then
to
start
turn left.
over. I think I have a
Turn
general
left
idea
now.
of where we're supposed to go.
Navigation is paused.
I think I know where we're going, so I'm just going to take us there, because I think I know where it is. It's one of these, it's actually one of the houses in the main town, and that's where he lives. Or that's where the fanatic fan lives.
Huh.
And that's where we're going. Okay, I think it's taking us to the... There we go, gas station. Oh, hi. The attendant here is,
Dead.
yeah, he's dead. I think the fire here is stopping us from actually being able to access the garbage.
Yep. There we go.
Look at how Sam looks in the picture. He's so unhappy.
He is just completely done.
Yeah. So, from this, we're supposed to use the Sam Creek sighting WordPress.com. We're supposed to go there and then figure out where this dude lives.
Oh, it's an actual website?
Yeah,
God.
but it's right here. If I remember right. No, I'm wrong. Okay. I know it's one of these houses really close by here. And, like, there's a way into the basement. That's how I know it's the right house. Oh, I think it's this red one over here. Yep, it's this red one.
Ah, okay.
So
I have friends.
you have friends? Oh my gosh, let me meet your friends.
I had a lot of friends. We
Yeah.
had a party.
Too bad they're dead now. Or they were dead
Yeah, they're
before,
dead.
but now they're
They're
even more
dead.
dead. So here's the man cave, and we have to figure out from his website how to get in. Also, there's people trying to kill us. Lots of friends. Alright, so the number is, because I'm just looking it up, 8237.
Okay. Bloop.
8237. Enter the man cave. So we're gonna have to get into his computer next. What's another password hunt?
Hack computer. Input password or type hints. Foucault's Pendulum hardcover original. What?
Yep. That's what the hint is. Let's see. Do what you do best and Google it.
This isn't even a fucking man cave.
Yeah, it doesn't have any video games.
There's no fucking pool
So
table.
we have to type in the ISBN number, which is a really long number.
That's the fucking barcode number or some shit.
Basically, yes. I'll give you the number though.
Okay.
It's 978 01 51 327 652.
Need me to give it back to you?
Nope, I got it. I was typing it at the same time I was typing it to you.
Ah.
So that technically counts as solving it, but you can look through his stuff. I don't really feel like reading it, so...
Yeah, fuck that.
But I will go through it. Just on the screen. And there you go. Alright, and that is the end of that quest. Whew. And we get more cosmetic stuff.
Got desert loafers, black.
Racing gloves, brown. I think those are actually the, that's the last investigation mission that we have in the facility.